I don't know if this is working or not. Looks like it is. Okay, US3. Well, first Japan 3, I guess. So you can kind of see what he did for the most part. 9 infantry, 1 artillery. He built a transport, so he's up to his 5 transports. He's producing out of here. He's got 8 units produced up here, so that indicates that he wants to use 4 transports. Excuse me. He did use a transport down here to come attack down here. He put 2 in Thailand, so if I kill these 2, he still has 2 he can attack with. So he could come across the border here and hit along here. He also has 2 transports that could grab those 2, assuming I kill these 2. They can grab those 2, 1 here, and come down here with 2 battleships. But 3 infantry, 2 battleships attacking is better than me trying to counterattack with 3 versus 3, so I will take it. The other thing I'm going ahead and already plan is my sub coming up to Hawaii to discourage him going for Alaska, because he has no boats that can get there. He would be sacrificing his transport to go for Alaska. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4 transports are planning on moving these 8 over to the mainland. So that gives him 1 transport and these 2 infantry that he is probably hoping that he'll be able to go over this way, and if not, then maybe come down this way. I can always build a destroyer, which is 8 IPCs spent, to block him from going that way, which I may do or I may not. I'll wait till UK to make that decision. The other option is if he comes across, then he could go here, 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 or here. If I move my infantry here, I'll have my infantry and fighters and bombers coming around that could hit him. If he was to go here or here, we'll have the tank and the US air that could hit him. If he goes here, obviously we got these guys that could hit him. But he also could, from that spot, come over to 32 and go to Madagascar. But of course, we'd be able to. Well, he'd have his battleships in there and carriers, so he could go to Madagascar and then go here or here. So it may be worth the 8 IPC, because otherwise, yes, it can just hang out here, just grabbing 1 unit. So I don't know. We'll address that when it comes actually to UK's turn. Right now, we're on America's turn, US's turn. So one thing we definitely want to go ahead and hit Italy. I could try to do 2 Italy cruiser, fighter, bomber, and use the other transport to hit the Southeast Europe. I think it's Southeast Europe, right? Southern Europe. But that's kind of risky. I think I'm just going to take all 4 infantry and make sure we kill Italy so that he cannot build. He can only build 10 units here, because again, you'll notice right through here there's no units connecting his eastern front and his western front. Now these guys, of course, can come back in too, and I did double check. Can't quite stack France this turn. Possibly could, but not really well. So I don't think we're going to go for that yet, but it's very close to where we're going to be able to stack France if he continues to stay riding up here. And by only allowing him 10 infantry, 10 units to be able to produce back here, producing up here is not going to be able to get back easily. Now again, because he did a tank rush in the beginning, he can get those guys back kind of quick. But once he pulls those guys back, all of the rest of this is going to have to retreat as well. So we just want to, moving the transport here. Again, he could have attacked it with a fighter and landed here, but he decided to attack Kazakh. But as you can see, Kazakh stands, so we know something good happened there. Like I said, he did Burma, he took that fine, but Kazakh, I lost an AA, he lost a bomber and 2 infantry. So definitely a positive result, even though I'm going to leave my tank behind. The other reason I was okay with leaving my tank behind when the US and Russians leave here is what's Germany going to attack them with? These fighters can't reach to help, right? They're out of place to help. So he either has to do an all infantry or he has to use an infantry and send a tank. And whatever he sends, we should be able to kill unless he does a complete stack move, which is risky because if he does, I'll be able to use a UK tank, 2 fighters, 4 fighters, and hopefully these 2 bombers coming around. So we'll have 6 air plus a tank that could hit whatever he leaves here from UK. So to pull out of there is going to be a little bit tricky for him, hopefully. So that's what we're setting up. US flow here. So again, what do I need to build? Well, these 2 transports are going in to attack, so I don't need units for them. We got these 4 have their 8 units, so they're accounted for. This guy is going to come take Norway. He's only going to be able to use the 1 infantry. He can't take an AA for attack, so we're going to take the 1 infantry there. We're going to leave 2 AA sitting here. And that also leaves us an infantry and a tank. This transport's going to be coming back, so we can get our infantry and tank over here. The tank can always counter if he does decide to go for Alaska, which I don't expect. And the transport could take an infantry and AA for him. Otherwise, I am taking these 4 down here. Kind of planning on 2 of them going in. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because these 2 are going to grab in there, but 2 that could go in. So we're just going to build as many units as we can so that they can go from here up to here to grab more units and then come ricocheting back up this way. Because again, he doesn't have very many units going to the north. He's keeping them down here, or again, although the tanks can get up there very quickly. We want to get some stack pressure up here. So we are building 2 units, or at least 1 infantry for him going out. That leaves me 8 other builds. This guy is picking up these 2 potentially, so he doesn't count. I am building 2 transports, so that takes 4 of them. That leaves me 4 other ones, where 2 of these transports can come bounce back up to here. The other 2 can get ready to come back to here and grab and continue to feed into Africa. I know I did that kind of quickly, but that's where the units are going. Now the question is, I'm kind of almost leaning towards only doing 3 infantry to attack Italy instead of taking all 4, since I do have fairly heavy air going on there, and we can just continue to conserve units because again, he's going to have 6 fighters attacking between these 2 provinces, so it's not like he's not going to be able to trade it efficiently back. Of course, if he has a 3-for-3 hit, who knows what that means. But if we're doing 3 infantry, 2 fighters, and a cruiser, and we even have the bomber that we could send as well, it's an 81% chance. Bomber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I'm going to send the bomber too. So yeah, we will use the bomber as well. So I think we're just going to use 3 infantry. I'm kind of curious, what does 2 infantry look like with the bomber? For taking, that gives me a 62% chance for taking. A little bit on the lower side than I'd like. So I think we're just going to go in with 3 of these dudes. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to land them along there per se, but I did my big meeting, so this is the day after timing out on the Loan Shark game. Very frustrating that I timed out. I am not a blitz player. I'll be honest. I sit here, I look at, I analyze, I think. I am not a blitz player, and that showed as I was trying to rush through a turn against Loan Shark. In all fairness, he deserved that win, so I'm not super bitter other than the fact that I went 20 whatever rounds it was. Had my big meeting today. I am exhausted, so I'm double checking what I'm doing here. Meeting went well, so yay. I don't. Oh, cruiser. Even though they miss half the time, still gotta use them. I think that's it for the attacks. Yeah. Hey, we missed. Ooh. Okay. Whew. Happy with that. We should finish this out strong then. A good solid landing. 3 infantry landing. Alright. He is going to be hurting. Even though he has all that air. That's a little bit of a stinger. He's going to have to commit a good number of landing. He's only got 9 ground units on this side of the map, so... I think I can go ahead and bring him on up here. I'm going to bring him up here. Now, so one thing I do got to be careful of, he does have 18 tanks staring down at UK, at India, and again, Germany goes beforehand. I've only got 12, 14, 15 units down here. So I do want to be mindful of that. I am going to drop a Russian infantry there to block the blitz. And I'm doing it this way so that the the US infantry can trade with Germany a little bit and save trading. I think that ultimately is going to be better. Alright, let's see here. We want to bring him in here to help for those 6 fighters. We're going to take him back. These guys, we're going to bring them all down here. You can start to walk. You can come down to here. So I'm putting him here because, again, one transport can grab both of them. Plus, I'm not going to put him here in case I give the transports a free run. I don't want him to be a dead shot. I haven't decided. I'm probably going to block it, but you know, whether he's in Egypt, he's still 2 turns away from India, or he's here, he's 2 turns away from India. So either way, I'm comfortable there. I'm gonna bring him on down. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4 next turn. Down. Got him going back there. Got those guys. Cruiser carrier, destroyer carrier. They're all squared away. I was gonna say I didn't pay attention to where the Japan bomber landed, but he died. That's right. So we don't have to worry about that. So they're safe unless he wants to build a carrier. If he wants to build a carrier to kill those 2 fighters, or to his 2 transports, so be it. That's 14 IPC he's spending on a carrier that's going to do nothing to kill 14, so I'm okay with that. So 2 transports. I like to have 10 transports. There's 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might go up to 12 this turn because to hit 10 transports at round 3 is pretty darn good. So we're getting units over here pretty quickly. So I'm pretty happy about that. We're gonna pause for 1 second. And the reason I wanted to pause because I wanted to bring over my spreadsheet at the end of the turn here and show night and day my game against Loden Shark. I had it updated through 23. I think we'd have to go on 24 rounds. I don't think I've quite finished that out. But, you know, that remember round one here, I lost Ukraine. His bomber and his artillery and his tanks still lived. And here we had a good round one. So just at the end of round one, where Allies was +2, this time Axis was +2, Allies is 5 up. So it's a 7-unit swing just on R1. Snowballs to 21 to a 41 different, 34-7, 41 different. So we're snowballing on top of it. And so by the time we get to this peak point here, we should be really dominant and have an easy take on Berlin, barring any strange things happening. But this just kind of shows night and day where I had bad dice on round one, I had good dice on round one, and then how that just kind of adds up. And I've had some pretty decent dice on these follow-up rounds too. So, but nonetheless, it just snowballs units to units, IPC value to IPC value. We got 171 difference in IPC unit value. Our attack strength, defense strength. I mean, we're just completely night and day. That's just how influential round one dice kind of set the tone very quickly. So, in any case, moving on to we are on Russia's purchase phase. 21, we'll just buy the 7 infantry. Currently we got 10, 11, 12, 13. It'd be nice to get 2 more. There's West Russia sitting with 1 infantry. It'd be nice because that means I could build 5 infantry next time. But you know what? So I built 7, 23, 24, 32, 39. He's got 25, so we are fine. I'm going to go ahead and use 2. We're going to start turning to be aggressive against... You know what? We're just going to turn aggressive on Germany on this front as well. Because we weathered the initial onslaught. Oh, what do I got here? I need an infantry. So now let's see about turning the offensive just a little bit as we're taking all these properties on this side of the map. Should have been careful. I'm not pulling out any calculators or anything, but it seemed like I had a pretty good unit count advantage. So yeah, the downside, I'm not going to get that Kazakh stack because he got into Caucasus so early. This is just bonus to kill out units of his. Ooh, okay, he killed out units of mine instead. If we had been able to take it, then he just had 1 infantry or 1 infantry attacking. That's why I went for that one. Japan Air. He doesn't really have Japan. Oh, he does have that tank. I'm curious here. So we're building 7 infantry. If we had 14, so 21, 22, 23, 24, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 5, 6, 7, 37, 38, 39 units. These guys are out of range. He's got 25, so we're good. Let's bring a 3. Oh wait, he does have his 4 fighters down here. So the infantry tank and 4 fighters is a little bit different of a story. So, alright guys, let's fall back. Let's just fall back. Yeah, the tank could come here or here, so you're into stacking there. It's not really smart. We can't stack here and Moscow because of the 25 units, so we're just going to pull in, I think. Probably would have been better to send an extra guy just to take that spot, but oh well. Oh, no, 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 no. Shenanigans. Oh, I hate this. I want 1 unit in down here in Persia. Oh, I hate not being able to redo a non-combat move. Ah. Shoota wooga wooga waga. Man. Well, we'll see if he takes it. Let's see. 18 tanks. I mean, that's a profitable battle there, right? 14, 15. That's got to be profitable battle there. God dog it. Hot doggity dog. Let's see, because I'm not going to get to build. I'm not going to get to reinforce. Man, I really wanted to, I mean, it puts his tanks out of place. That's the good news for me. But the battle itself is a very high likelihood profitable battle. Probably do 2 and then retreat because it would be better for Japan to have India. But man, I hate being stupid. Oh, I'm exhausted. It's time to go to bed. It's been a long 48, 72 hours. All right. Good night, and hopefully we don't pay too heavily for that stupidity. Okay, so as you can see, my screw up and forgetting my Russian infantry paid. I'm gonna say it paid off. um, I wish they would have fought a little bit harder and killed a few more of these tanks, but yeah, blunder by me, but maybe not. So this is what I'm looking at. He's got his 10 tanks sitting down here in India, controlled by Germany. So they are way out there, and he's got a lot of thin units covering a lot of ground. So it looks bad, but there's not very many units in all of this, including over here. So I can stack France this turn, is right where I'm coming at, while still hitting Italy and hitting here, Northwest Europe. So I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I'm going to do, is I'm going to hit at least these 3 with a stack of France. Maybe I can still grab him, and we're going to take a swing at Karelia too, and then let Russia come in. Or, well, U.S. will take one of these, and Russia clean up all the rest of this, put Russia between his tanks and the rest of his forces, and see if we can't kill Germany fairly quickly, hopefully, maybe. Especially if we can cut out these production spots, and so all I can do is build here, and we got a France stack going. So we're going to see what we can do. It's obviously not ideal to lose India early. Let's see. He's got 8 and 9 access. He's not threatening here. Plus, we're going to take these. So I don't think we're in a victory city fear, especially since we're going to stack France. So that's a good thing. But man, what a bad couple days between timing out on my other game and then just screwing this up. Mentally just fatigued. Work is really killing me at the moment. But whatever. No excuses. Time to see if we can't still salvage this game and make it. I mean, we had a pretty big lead going into it. That's the other positive. So the fact that Germany got a strong point isn't horrible. So yeah, so I was just figuring out what I wanted to build here. So I've got these two, so I'm only going to be using 6 of these 7 guys. So I'm going to have 1 extra plus the AA extra. So really, I only need to build 6 guys. So that's where I had gotten to. I got the base 6 planned, and then it's a matter of what do I want to build from here. And I think I'm going to get ready to do my own bombing runs this go around. And we'll go ahead and buy an extra guy so that we have 1 extra so we can buy a bomber again next turn maybe. And then let's exchange a couple of these maybe for some artilleries in here. And we still got 3 left over, but I think we're going to just let that be because, again, we may end up start losing some income if he blitzes the tanks through here. But this is one of those games, even if he starts taking Germany this way, I hope to pound him quickly enough. But I'm also going to have my US around here that I can pop down here really quickly. He won't have a steady flow coming in. Well, I guess Japan could be coming. I don't know. Whatever. We're just going to move on. What a bad way to end the season. Because I don't think I'm going to have time for another game. Have I mentioned I dislike ranked? Just wondering, because of stupid stuff like this. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. You know what? No, let's keep you back. No, not there. We're gonna hit that hard. There. There we go. Let's just minimize any dicing possibilities here. The last guy I'm going to save so that he can grab the AA as well. Go ahead and throw that in there. Yeah, sometimes I hate being an idiot. Alright. Oh, come on. Not right now. This is not what I need right now. Come on. How many times can my plane miss? Thank you. Oh. I mean, the end result's fine, but man, come on. Let's just get the dice and roll them and get it done with. Alright, this is kind of a big battle here. We need a one wipe. This is where we put our ace pilots at. There we go. There's those ace pilots. Crab doodles. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I am just not playing well right now. Can't send you down there. Well, I don't know that I'm going to be able to stack France now because of my little goof there. I was planning on landing UK fighters down here so that these fighters could land in France. Don't know that I'm going to have enough that I could do it now. But we'll make taking France back hard at the very least. Oh well. Oy, not my best round. Hopefully we had enough of a lead to withstand it.